everybody, welcome back to Let's Talk. My name is John, and today here on the channel, we're going to be talking about the latest film from Luca Guadagnino, Challengers. So Challengers was actually originally supposed to debut last year at the Venice Film Festival. It was actually supposed to open up the Venice Film Festival. This film stars Zendaya, Jack O'Connor, and Mike Faist. And the reason why it didn't debut at the film festival is because the ongoing SAG-AFTRA and writer strike that was going on, and you weren't going to have Zendaya, who is definitely a star, a mega star right now, out there promoting this film. So they decided to delay it until April of 2024, taking out of the running for any awards of 2023, and that might have been the right move, because unfortunately this movie probably would have got nominated for an Academy Award, but it had absolutely no shot against Oppenheimer, and that's the same thing with Zendaya. As good as she is in this movie, and believe me, Zendaya is good in this movie, there was just no way she was going to beat Emma Stone or Lily Gladstone, despite the fact she gives her career best performance in this movie. And I would even put that up against Euphoria, and I'm a big fan of Euphoria, and I think Zendaya just carries that show. But as far as being a film actress, Zendaya has been very, I would say, more missed than hit in my opinion. And that includes Dune Part 1 and Dune Part 2. And Dune Part 2, I don't think she's the best part of that movie. I think she does her part very well. But at points, there's times where it seems like she's trying to force herself to, be mean mugging or to seem angry when she doesn't really feel angry. Like, her emotions aren't coming across to us on the screen as she probably wants them to come across. Whereas in this movie, she completely commands this movie. This is her movie, despite the fact that Jack O'Connor and Mike Faist give great performances in this movie. And what is this movie about? Zendaya plays Tashi Duncan, a former tennis prodigy who decided to go to college, but unfortunately she suffers a career-ending injury and she decides to become a coach. And right now her husband, played by Mike Faist of Art, he himself is plotting a career comeback. We see that he was a big-time tennis champion, winning Grand Slams, and now he's plotting a comeback. And who's his coach but his wife, Zendaya? And they decide to enter him into a pretty easy tournament, and this is where we get introduced to Patrick. We see that he's kind of down on his luck. He's sleeping in his car, he's not eating, he doesn't really have that much money. And then this is when we flash back to 13 years before, when we find out that Taji, Patrick, and Art have more of a connection than we realize. And this is your classic sports film, but it takes it to a whole different level because we don't know exactly who to root for in this movie. And it's also a romance movie, and it's also very sexually charged. This is a Luca Guadagnino movie. These last two movies were Bones and All and Call Me By Your Name. I really enjoyed Call Me By Your Name. I just didn't like Armie Hammer in that movie too much, but I thought Timothy Chalamet and Michael Stuhlbarg gave great performances in Call Me By Your Name, and Bones and All was also a really good, great premise in that movie. So he likes to combine romance into a lot of his stories and very sexually charged romance movies, and this movie is no different. But believe it or not, you really get wrapped up in the sports drama of it all. I'm not a tennis fan at all, but I found myself really caring about tennis and caring about the matchups in this movie, mainly because of the way they shot this movie. This movie is shot phenomenally. They did stuff with the camera that I had never seen done before, or I've seen it attempted before, but never mastered as much as it does in this movie. And the score was done by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, two of the best in the industry right now, and this score matches this movie perfectly. They'll have that score just pumping under, really building that tension while also just having the camera linger on a character, just them getting ready to serve the ball. And all that works so well. But again, it's Zendaya commanding this movie. She plays such a strong, manipulative character, and you really are just fascinated by her. And this is what Zendaya does best. Zendaya's been around a long time, since Shake It Up Chicago. She was a Disney star, and she's been really on the rise, and there's a reason why she is a megastar. And people might not realize she is also just one of the best actresses working today. You just got to give her the right script and the right role and have her command the scenes that she's in, and this is definitely a powerhouse performance from Zendaya. Her best career performance, and this is one of the best films of 2024. It's not as good as Dune Part 2, but Dune Part 2 had a lot more going on for it, but this is much more of a smaller, intimate movie, and I just really enjoy the characters that are in this film, and I enjoy the acting, I enjoy the cinematography, I enjoy the sound design. I saw this in Adobe Theater, and the sound mix is absolutely incredible. They did something where they had one song come out of just one channel, and it works so well in the movie. I hope this gets a 4K Blu-ray release, because this movie did use Dolby Digital Audio, so that means that there's a good chance we get a Dolby Atmos track with this film when it comes to 4K Blu-ray, and that really is going to depend how it does at the box office. Hopefully Zendaya's star power is enough to make this movie become very successful, because it really is a fantastic film, and it is one of the best films of 2024. And if I was going to rate this film at a score of 1 to 10, I would give Challengers a very solid 9 out of 10. So I could definitely recommend Challengers. Go see it in the biggest and loudest theater possible. If you're a sports fan, I promise you, you will enjoy this movie. Even if you're not a fan of tennis like myself, you'll somehow still get wrapped up and care about the sport of tennis like you never did before, and you're just going to really appreciate the technicals and the acting of this film and the great direction by Luca Guadagnino. But before we get out of here, guys, it is Tuesday, and that means it's time for our digital code giveaway. In Friday's video, I asked you guys 2 digital code giveaway questions. All you had to do was answer one of those in the comment section below. As long as you did that, you came back to this video right here. I put your name on a magic wheel. I spun that wheel 2 times. The 2 names it landed on, they have their choice of the digital codes that you've seen on your screen before you today. And I asked you guys, what was your favorite Ben Affleck film of all time? And those answers are all over the place. A lot of people have different Ben Affleck films. Nobody actually picked Batman versus Superman, so maybe a lot of people aren't that high on Batfleck as I actually thought they would be. A lot of people picked The Town, and that would be my choice as well, because The Town is a stone cold classic, one of my favorites of all time, and is definitely Ben Affleck's best film. And it's also one of the best heist films of all time, floating up there with Heat, which, you know, they know that they're trying to pay homage to Heat when you watch The Town, but that is still one of his best films. But enough of me rambling on. Let's see who this week's 2 lucky winners are. There you have it. Congratulations, Wahoo 120 and Blu-ray Searcher. There are a lot of people with the name like around Blu-ray Searcher, Blu-ray Collector, Blu-ray Hunter. So the Blu-ray Searcher is the one who won this digital code giveaway. And don't feel bad if you didn't win this week's digital code giveaway. We do this every single week. But if you did win this week and you want to claim your digital code, make sure you guys reach out to me at letstalkentmt@gmail.com. Let me know which of the digital codes you want. As long as the other winner doesn't take it, that digital code is all yours. And if you don't want to email me, you can always reach out to me at Instagram, Facebook, the artist formerly known as Twitter. Direct message me there, whatever you feel most comfortable with. And if for some reason your name wasn't on the wheel, that is not your fault. Make sure you guys reach out to me as well, and we'll make sure to get you guys a digital code. I know last week YouTube was having some issues with comments not getting posted. YouTube actually reached out to all of us YouTube creators because this was a very common issue with comments getting deleted. It looks like that's all been fixed by now, but if you had any issues, please reach out to me as well, and we'll make sure we get you guys a digital code also. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it here for me on another episode of Let's Talk. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share the video, turn notifications on. You can even become a channel member. We have a Friends of the Channel tier. We have a Producers tier where you're going to find John Doe Juggalo, Jason Martin, and Mr. Smelly Potato. And we also have a Directors tier. That's where you're going to find Frank from Frank's Media and Reviews. Make sure you guys head over to his channel as well. And make sure you guys head over to John Doe Juggalo's channel if you're a fan of the Chucky TV series. Him and his son are over there reviewing it right now, and I would definitely recommend you guys check that out. And if you're a fan of physical media, make sure you guys are heading over to Frank's Media and Reviews. He's one of the best as well, and throw him a subscribe, and I promise you, you guys will not regret it. But anyway, guys, you got no money to throw our way. We don't mind at all. We just appreciate you checking out the video, and all we hope for is that you enjoyed it. And if you did, get out in those streets and tell your friends about us, and then we'll be seeing you around.